Alright, what's up, y'all? So we got the new piece for our sink that we were telling you about last video. However, it's actually too small to fit in our sink. So we got an entire new setup. This is the downpipe, or I don't know what you would call that. But this is what comes out of your sink, and then this part goes into the drainage. So we're gonna get that fixed today. We're about to get under here. I just wanted to show you the pieces we got, directions. You don't need those. I'll show you what you need to do. All right, so this is gonna sit on top of your sink. This sits on the ring, so your sink's kind of sitting like that. Oh, don't drop it. It's nice and shiny. Your sink sits like this, and then this screws onto the underneath of your sink, so that way you keep it leak free. So you just tighten that up. It tightens that. So that's good. And then this is going to go there. This is going to come in the back and operate it like that. So we're going to go ahead and get under the sink. Whoops, that's an O-ring that you need. That's an O-ring that you need to keep things from leaking. So let's put that back when I do this second. Oh wait, that's just a cap. That's not the O-ring itself. Fancy. Alright, so we're going to get under the sink, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. That's the O-ring. That's what you're not supposed to drop. Don't do that. That's bad. Don't do that. That's bad. Alright, so we're going to get under the sink. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Then I'm going to come back with y'all once that's done, show you what I've done, what it looks like, and all that. So, underneath the sink, I'm going to need to take this out from the part there. It is called... Dang. I can't remember. That's a P-trap. Alright, so this is a P-trap. Basically what this does is water sits in here, and when you flush water down, some of that water stays right here, so that way all the nasty smells don't come back up. And, you know, because this drain connects with your all your other drains in your house, your shower, your toilets, all that. It all goes into one drain, so you don't want sewer water and swamp gas and all that crap coming back up. So there's water in here that stops that from coming back up. So what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect this. We're going to unscrew this up here. I don't know if you can see that. Well, let me get some more light on it. All right, so there's this nut right here. We're going to take that off. And then this nut in the back here, we're going to take that off. And then pull that whole assembly out up to the top. And that's the assembly that actually allows you to open and close the drain. So we're gonna get that done, and then I'm gonna get back to you in just a second. All right, so see you in a second, y'all. All right, what's up, y'all? Quick update. So I got it out, not the recommended way. I wouldn't recommend anyone do it this way, but this has been in since probably the 70s, so it was all rusted and seized. So you unscrew this bolt just enough to push this flange up, and then you just break the flange into a bunch of little pieces and pound it through the hole. Not the way I would do it, but most modern ones don't operate like this. This little piece right here actually threads in like this one does. Nice and threaded. I don't think this one actually comes apart. So, fun times. But if you have a couple pairs of channel locks and some tools and some grunt, you'll be good to go. Also, quick update. I forgot to tell you last time. So this right here is going to sit on top of the sink, like I said. But what you're going to need to do is get some of this stuff right here, some plumber's putty. It doesn't really matter which brand. This is Odie. This is the good stuff. This is what I've always used. So basically, if you want to come up here, what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of this. Oh, stiff. Not a whole lot. All we want to do is seal this hole right here to this piece right here, so that way you don't have any leaks. So what you're going to do, what I've always done, is just make a roll, kind of like that. Something like that. And then you're going to put it around like that.
See that? Hopefully you can see that. Actually, we're gonna want less than that, so that way it doesn't squish out. But if you use more than that, it's really not that big a deal, guys. You can always just go ahead and with a wet rag or piece of tissue paper, toilet paper, whatever it is you have, just a wet piece of paper, and that'll you just come around in here, just wipe it like that. Excuse the dirtiness. All this old stuff is disgusting. So, anyways, you're gonna take that part like that, and then you're gonna set that down, and it's gonna thread in. So I gotta clean these threads. So you want it around like this, not on the threads like I just did. So you want it more like that. I had it too much on the threads. I don't know if it would thread in. Not that big a deal. You can always give it enough gumption to make it fit. So all right. So just quick update. So yeah, you're gonna need a couple channel locks, and if it's broken like mine was, you're gonna have to give it a little bit of motivation to come out. Thankfully, we didn't break the sink because that's expensive, and I don't want to have to pay for that. But all right. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna thread. That's gonna go on top of the sink. This is gonna come up from underneath. That's gonna thread in like that, nice and tight, and then we're gonna tighten this ring down to the bottom of the sink. So your sink is gonna be in here like that, and then so this is the piece that I was telling you about before. So this is gonna come into that piece here. This is what actually actuates, and then it's gonna do something like this. So this is gonna go in there, and then this piece is gonna go like that, and then this piece will get screwed in like that, something like that. Hopefully you can see that. So that way it'll do something like that. All right, so we'll get this all screwed together, and what I was talking about last video is that's the piece that's offset. So you want to set that piece. So you don't want it like that. You don't want it like that because it won't catch. So you want to put it in like this. Obviously, it's not going to fit because it's missing the top piece. But you want to put it in like that so that way it'll catch this piece and actually actuate. So we're going to put this all together, and then I'll be back with you once that's done. Just wanted to quickly update. Also, before I go, we had to pull off the P-trap. These are pretty nasty, but if you bend them too much, they're liable to break, and they're kind of a pain in the ass to get because it might not be the same size because, like I said, this was put in the 70s, so it's probably not going to be the same size. So what we had to do was just simply unscrew it from this fitting here, and then the P-trap came down like this and into there. So we just had to unscrew it from there. You're going to get some water, so put a towel down. Catch all this nastiness. But all right, so we're gonna get back with you guys in just a minute once I put all this stuff together, and then I'll just kind of give you an overview of how it works and all that. All right, see you in a minute. All right, welcome back, guys. So we had a little bit of a hiccup, but we got it in. So it is working now. We've got this. It actually fits. It seals. It's a little tight right now, but that'll probably go away. So the little bit of a fail was this piece right here. I should have seen it is about maybe 2 inches short from reaching the reaching your P-trap right here. So I had to use the old corroded, busted, ugly, nasty one. So in the morning, we're gonna try to find a new one of these, a fancy, shiny, cool looking one that matches the fancy rest of it, and our busted ass faucet. Yeah, that's, get off that. It's not our fault, all right? Maybe the faucet hey, over here. I think I'm being subliminally told to fix the damn faucet, or maybe change the faucet. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get one of them fancy ass gooseneck ones, like the tall ones. I don't know. See how motivated I am in the future and how my wallet looks. Being essential personnel definitely helps. Essential. I don't know how, but whatever. All right, y'all. So that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you liked it. Just real quick, something dirty, something I had to fix. I wanted to take y'all along for the ride. Just to let y'all know, hey, you can do it yourself. It really ain't that hard. A little bit of muscle, a little bit of know-how, and it doesn't leak. So that's a victory. All right, y'all. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.